Welcome to the season opener of the ARCSOA Elite Series here at St. Petersburg for the round of Florida. Kind of a wet and wild qualifying session here at St. Petersburg. Set the order quite weird. A lot of good cars in the back like Lucian Ekdahl. I believe a couple other drivers. Charles Sanford's on the pole, Kenny Myatt on his outside. They were the only two cars that got out before the torrential downpour took place. Actually, it's been a pretty wet weekend, to be honest with you. On and off intermittent rain took place during both practice sessions, and then, like I said, the torrential downpour. Right now, the only two cars that have had dry running experience are the two leaders on the grid, of Sanford and Myatt. Behind that, you have Henry Sanford and a couple other notable drivers. Outside of that, you've got, like I said, a couple of great cars in the back. Got a couple of last-minute entries, Gabe Sena, Ben Atkins, Yevgeny Kuznetsov, Ryan Matthews. They are all notable drivers from a European Touring Car Series. Expect them to be very strong because those teams of Bruce Matthews and of Team Quick Fit, they are going to be heavy contenders, I believe, as the season goes on, because that series ran similar cars. And here we are for our track analysis here. This is the St. Petersburg Street Circuit. And down to turn one, you can see we are on an airport runway actually here as they go into turn one. Kind of a very tight corner here. First couple of corners are pretty tight here as you can get your back end loose. We're on board with Charles Sanford. Over here, we once saw a pretty big accident back in, I believe, the 13th season of the series. Down into a very technical section down here. This is, I believe, turns 4 through 7, I want to say. And this is a very complex section of corners that you have to get your rhythm just right to get around here. And then you go on. This corner is very important because it sets you up for a long back straightaway here. Entering a flat-out corner coming up right here. This is a tight corner to get. This is another corner that you want to get just right because it is very technical. Into a braking zone here for the next corner here. This is another one down straightaway named after a V8 champ car, named after a V6 champ car driver who got tragically killed at Las Vegas, who took up residency here. And into the final corner. This is another very important corner to get right because this corner sets you up for the front straightaway and one of the best passing zones down in turn one. With that, let's get down to the season opener here at St. Petersburg. It should be a pretty interesting race. Here comes the field of 42 down to the green. Looks like we got a couple of cars in the back that are just straggling in now. Green flag is out, and away we go here at St. Petersburg. Looks like everybody pretty much got a great start, even towards the back. Looks like Eddie Champadkar had a problem coming on pit road, but towards the front of the field, Sanford holds the position. Looks like actually oh no, Myatt got the position back there from Sanford. Here as they come down the back straightaway. It looks like Myatt's going to clear from the outside. A little further back, we're making sure everybody is all right back there. Looks to be so as the 9 takes the lead, entering the complex technical portion of this course. A little further back, we're just making sure everybody's getting through all right. Here's Dodd, Stella, and towards the back, DJ Curtis. This is one of the sections of tracks we are most concerned about. Making sure, and I believe everybody got through cleanly. That's a very impressive job here, as here comes Myatt down the back straightaway here. Vincent Allen's actually trying to get by Charles Sanford. Sanford's fighting back, though, on the inside. There's Saarinen. Actually, Vincent Allen got by on the outside. Looks like Saarinen is going to try and take third away. Sanford is falling back quite quickly as Myatt's taking off to a pretty big lead here in the dry here at St. Petersburg. Oh, looks like Saarinen is going to try on the outside. This is a pretty, very carousel-like corner here. It's all about getting a run off the corner. Sanford got a good run in, but it looks like Saarinen's got the run out. But Sanford has the preferred line, entering turn one once again here. And here he comes. Looks like Saarinen is almost closing the door. There's a little bit of contact there. And he is going to lose that spot a little further back. You're seeing Padkar rejoin the race. Eddie Champadkar, the Pakistani driver, holding up Christian Van der Pesch right there a bit. But race continues on as here comes Saarinen back to the inside of Sanford. It's going to be one of those days on the tight, close quarters of St. Petersburg. Going to be a very interesting race, I believe, as this one goes on, as he finally clears Charles. Maybe not cleared him, but yeah, right there. Now Saarinen has cleared Sanford for third position. However, the first lap wasn't as clean as we once thought, as Zachary Fitzwater now runs into a bit of trouble here as he comes around this track. You'll see Fitzwater, the Australian driver, Fitzy as he's known in his native land. As a little further back you saw a little stack up there with Tristan Wilhoit, but you're going to see Fitzwater's just going to lose control and drive into a wall, and it looks like Lucien Ekdahl and I believe that was James Shelley in the 86 would make contact there, and all three of them would have a bit of damage there. Eichholz in the back also got a bit of damage in the first wreck. We're going to take a look at that. Yeah, Tristan Wilhoit would just run wide, and that's where Baskinger and Eichholz slid in there. Baskinger is one of the cars we thought would be a serious threat here at St. Petersburg, but it doesn't look like that's the case. And Jacob Eichholz, a rookie out of Pennsylvania, or out of actually Pennsylvania and Florida. He has residencies in both locations. Eichholz is not doing well for a place that he calls home. A little further up the race order now, we have an incident between Alex Allen and Tyler Thaber. Alex Allen would just turn Thaber around there and, fall out of the race, and they would actually both drive into the wall there. I think they were both trying to take each other out. A little early in the season to be showing that kind of aggression towards each other, so kind of sad seeing it from a championship. And it looks like Nick Pericles also had a mechanical problem. We're on board with Nick Pericles here, as Pericles would just grenade the car, I believe, here coming into turn one here. Well, maybe not grenade it, but I do think I see a little bit of smoke coming from that car, so maybe it was an engine grenade, but tough break for Pericles. Ben Atkins, the Team Quick Fix driver from Great Britain, he is actually employing a different pit strategy here. He pitted really early to get off of some tires, maybe had a puncture or something, but he's on a very interesting pit strategy right now. I don't believe he was lapped, which is kind of surprising. Yes, there's Myatt, the leader. And Atkins now doing a pretty interesting pit strategy here. I'm interested to see how this turns out for the British driver. Another driver on an interesting strategy is Kyle Collins. Collins looking very, although Collins we heard might have come in for a problem with the overheating issue. So maybe some debris on the grill for that car. But Kyle Collins hoping, coming back from a major injury a couple seasons ago in the Indianapolis 500. Collins is looking, was looking pretty strong in some of the rain practice sessions, but when it came to dry weather conditions, Collins sure hasn't shown much. Tuomas Saarinen now is closing in on Vincent Allen for second position to make this a Petronas 1-2. Allen had a dreadful season last season, but Saarinen now is closing in on him, the new Petronas driver. Myatt's, of course, retiring at the end of the season, and he is going to be Petronas' golden boy, the Finnish driver will be. And it's going to be interesting to see what Saarinen does here to see if he can get by Vincent Allen and maybe score some points here. Or maybe get Petronas a 1-2 at this time. Problems for Lucien Ekdahl now. Ekdahl did not have a very good run there. He, of course, took some damage there early on in the race, and now Ekdahl is currently on pit road. Tough break for the Swedish driver of Lucien Ekdahl. Right here you have the two Roos Matthews cars and fighting for the final spot in the 10th spot. Final spot in the top 10, that is. As that's Yevgeny Kuznetsov and Ryan Matthews. In the European Endurance Touring Car Championship, these two drivers were the most popular drivers. When that series folded and we found out that the Roos Autosport and Matthews Autosport would be merging in this series, I think European fans went absolutely crazy. Ryan Matthews from Connecticut is doing an awesome job there, holding off his Russian comrade. Yevgeny Kuznetsov, one of the most popular international racing superstars in the world, Yevgeny Kuznetsov. We believe he is maybe picking up an Ohioan home as well. In Ohio, that is. We're not sure of that, though. There have been rumors about that, and I believe the entire Cleveland area has been going crazy about that. But unconfirmed reports, though. A little further up the track, you've got Gabe Messina in the Team Quick Fit car. Quick Fit is another team, and Messina, for that matter, that was in Europe, endurance racing. Good to see Quick Fit in this series as well. A little further up, we're also seeing a battle here between Eddie Champadkar and I believe that's Joshua Michaels in the 38 car. Michaels coming after a few years off since he raced full-time in this series. Michael's doing an awesome job in the CJ Racing car. Brand new team, CJ Racing is. Good to see them doing well in the 38 car. More calamity for Tyler Thaber as they, in turn one here, Kyle Collins would actually, this one I think would actually be on Collins. Collins outbraked himself. Thaber was kind of there, and Thaber really didn't have a whole lot of time, and Collins went straight into the tire wall. Here is Texan John Art, a rookie out of, well, the Texas. That's kind of self-explanatory. John Art is doing a wonderful job on debut here. He was pretty spectacular in the rain. For being an oval driver, Art is doing a pretty good job here in the 15 car. Jake Baskinger's teammate, that is. That used to be the 44 car back in the day. As that is Jaguar, the 15 of Cathnex's there, Napa Auto Parts. We're hearing that when they go to Europe, they will have different sponsors on that car, and I think quite a few of these cars will as well, as he's fighting with, is that Shelton? No, that's actually Aaron Perkins. Perkins doing a nice job holding off Arndt there on the outside. He is at 18th, but with the new point system, I believe everybody gets points, so Arndt doing a good job. Tuomas Saarinen is all over the back of Vincent Allen now. Saarinen is trying his best there, and I made a mistake. Only the top 25 get points. I don't know why I said all of them do. Top 25 get points only, as Saarinen was all over the back of Vincent Allen. Allen's better through that very technical portion. The Red Bull does a great job through there. But the Petronas seems to be killing them on the straightaways here, and that's where Saarinen's losing his time as he's stuck behind Allen going through these corners. And actually, this is where, and the interesting thing is, Myatt, despite him not battling with anybody, is not pulling away necessarily either. These cars are just as fast, if not maybe a little quicker than Myatt. And it'll be interesting to see what Saarinen does here, because I think Saarinen right now would be the fastest car on track. Will he try and make a pull out here eventually? Not there, but we're going to see. This is the section of corners where Allen's been struggling a bit here, is the turn 1, 2, 3 complex. You can see Allen got a little bit sideways there, and now it's up to Saarinen to maybe capitalize on that. I don't think he will, though. Here's Roman Rahal battling with Jay Stella. I'm sorry, that's Padcar. He's a lap down. I thought that was Stella for a minute. But Roman Rahal doing a great job, as is William Brock. The Blue Flare cars have had a massive improvement this year. They are, I have a feeling both those cars will be fighting for wins this season. The 81 and the 41 will be. Good to see Blue Flare doing a great job this season. William Brock, however, Roman Rahal, the Ohioan, is doing an awesome job here at St. Petersburg. The Ohioan is known for his oval abilities, but we're kind of surprised to see him do so well here on the road courses. Behind him, you've got Christian van der Pesch, who is a road course expert, and he right now has been on the radio complaining about the 21 car holding up the 41. And now it actually looks like Messina might make a move on him here, if Messina can get a good run off the corner. I don't think he got as good of a run as maybe van der Pesch, but we're going to see what Messina does. And no, I think van der Pesch's run out of the corner was a lot better. Kyle Collins would get going again here, albeit a long way down the order. Collins has had a lot of issues today, and well, Kyle Collins, in his return after that injury, that gruesome wreck he was in, I don't think he will actually be too happy with this result. Likewise, his teammate Charles Sanford, the pole sitter, has been having issues as well. He's down in 28th position. He's been having fuel pickup issues ever since the start of the race, where his car just magically starts conking out on him. He's down in 28th position, just outside of the points. You have to be in the 25th to get points, and right now, Sanford won't be getting points at that rate. Tuomas Saarinen's now trying to make a move here on Vincent Allen now. It doesn't look like it's going to work here. He's tried this move a couple of times through this section, but it hasn't really gotten anywhere. And, well, Vincent Allen just gets such an acceleration pull there. I believe, like I said earlier, the Petronas seems to be better. The Honda seems to be better down the straightaways here. As you can see, as Saarinen closed up big time there. And now we're going to see what Saarinen can do. This is the closest we've seen Saarinen in quite some time here. Let's see what he can do. Will he be able to get some air off the back end of Vincent Allen's car? Maybe here, but like I said, that acceleration, that just overall quickness of the Vincent Allen. It's not exactly faster, that Red Bull isn't, but it is quicker, as looks like our race leader. Oh, Sarin into the inside now, bumps Vincent Allen out of the way, and I think that might be the position there. Vincent Allen's fighting back on the outside. Right now, the race leader, Myatt's held up by Thaber, the lapped car, and, well, nope, that's not going to work. There's a little bit of contact there, I think, up front with the leader in the lap car. Yeah, Myatt's having a hard time getting by Thaber. Thaber doesn't seem to be ignoring blue flags here. Myatt can't be too happy with that, as Thaber could end up being a pretty big factor in the race behind him. That would be the battle between Saarinen and Vincent Allen. Saarinen is still trying to get by him. Allen just seems to be getting that kind of an edge out of the corners. The top three have broken away from fourth place right now. That would be, I believe, Henry Sanford, the reigning champion, in the one car. Doesn't look like Henry Sanford will be all that thrilled to be back there, but Sanford is doing a pretty decent job for being in the Honda development team, and he's the reigning champion and with the Honda development team. I'm not sure why Petronas didn't keep a hold of him, but I digress. Saarinen now is fighting back to the inside, but looks like Vincent Allen has been doing something he's been doing a couple of times now. Whenever Saarinen's gone to the inside of him, exiting two, he seems to take the air off the front end of Saarinen's car, and that causes him to, well, lose a lot of momentum. Tomas Saarinen does, and, well, not good for Saarinen's part there. Christian Vander Pesch is now on a different pit strategy. He's already come down pit road to take on new tires. I think they might be adding an extra pit stop with the anticipation of trying to be faster later in the race. This is going to be a very interesting call here by Vander Pesch and the Porsche Brigade. Excuse me, I think they will be a very, very interesting commodity to watch as the race goes on. Kind of like Ben Atkins, they're going to be a very interesting one. Where is Atkins in comparison to Vander Pesch? Atkins actually is in front of him in the Kia Optima. Ben Atkins has a lot of faith in that Kia, hence why he and Messina are driving it. But Atkins is in front of Vander Pesch, and that's very interesting because Atkins has caught the back of the field, and Atkins, believe it or not, is the fastest car on the track, I believe, at this stage of the race. Here comes Chris Washer down pit road. Washer, I see pad cars on pit road, Arndt's on pit road, and a few other drivers. They are now trying to go on that alternate strategy as well, as we're going to pit lane number 2, not pit lane number 1. And you're going to see a lot of these cars are going to try these different pit strategies. I think it's going to be one of those days where, since passing is very difficult, pit strategy and track position is going to be key in this race. The majority of the rest of the field has come down pit road. Oh, looks like Vincent Allen and Saarinen are even closer than ever before. Now we're going to be interested here. Here comes Fontana. Fontana's on a different strategy as well, and he's going to leapfrog a lot of positions, I believe, here, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he's going to come out fourth here, despite being on a different strategy. I'm not sure if he's pitted or not yet. But, if he hasn't pitted yet, Fontana's looking like a genius. Here comes the cars that haven't pitted just yet. That's Roman Rahal, who was in the provisional lead. Gabe Messina, Ryan Matthews, Jessica Shelton, Tanya Jackwater, and it looks like Thanos and Ryan Griffin are on pit road. Griffin, the Season 11 champion. And here comes Kenny Myatt right now. So this is going to be kind of one of those races where, like I said, pit strategy is going to matter, but not that much, as I believe staying out longer is actually hampering your chances of getting here, as there's Messina and a few other drivers. They're quite a ways down the order here. There's them all coming out of the pits, and they're going to be fighting a long ways down the order. I believe I saw Ben Atkins actually up in, what is it? He's fighting, I think, for around 4th or 5th. You know, he's right lower top 10, I believe, for Ben Atkins. Results need to update. But Ben Atkins is looking pretty strong on that alternate strategy. He is one of the faster cars, but once he got bogged down in traffic, he is slower. He is actually not the faster cars. He is the fastest car on the track right now. Pitting later is not a great idea here, as Gabe Messina kind of shows it, as he is a long way down the order now. Behind DJ Curtis, that was a very slow pit stop for Messina and a bad strategy call there by the Quick Fit Brigade. Quick Fit not looking exactly, I think they need to work on their ARCSOA pit strategy calls here. This isn't the European Touring Car Championship, or whatever it was called that they were in. European Endurance Champion. Endurance Touring Car Champion is... Ooh, another... Oh, that's Ekdal on pit road. Thought we had a car fall out of the race. Surprisingly a clean race for a street race. Very calm and cool and collected. The drivers have minded their P's and Q's today. Oh! Ryan Griffin slides up the inside of Messina. Great move by Griffin. If he can hold it, make it stick. No, he couldn't there. And Messina will hold the position, as it looks like further up the field you've got Angel looking up the inside of, I believe that was Faber. Oh, he's a lap down, but like I said, it's very hard to make a move. Track position is going to mean a big factor here. Yes, Ben Atkins is up into 5th position now, but he will need to pit soon. We know that car. He is on that alternate pit strategy here. And yes, he and Jacob Hart are coming down pit road. The alternate pit strategy would require him to. It looks like Jake Baskinger is getting rolled behind the garage. Wonder what happened to him. Yeah, Jake Baskinger made a nice recovery up to 11th position from when he had that problem. But as he got on out of there, he would grenade the car right as he was getting back to the throttle. That might be a gearbox or maybe some kind of issue. But the moment he hit the throttle, it just died on it. Well, I don't know what it is with Tyler Thaber in turn 1, but Thaber, I think this one's on Thaber. He cut in there on DJ Curtis and spun him out there. Curtis would fall out there, and I think Tyler Thaber is going to get a steward's inquiry from that one. Thaber has been driving like a complete clown today. At times been a very nasty backmarker and has wrecked now, been in wrecks in turn 1 3 different times. And I think Thaber just turned right into him there. Yeah, we're on board with what many people call the bazooka of the series. As he just turned into him there. And, well, the apex is a little bit further down the track. I can see the apex argument, but there's a cartier inside. So Tyler Thaber, I'm guessing he's going to the steward's office for that one, going to Chief Steward Todd Haley. Haley is known for making some pretty bizarre calls in the past, but Haley just recently brought back after the promotion of Chief Steward Pashanda to, the series director right now, as current series director, former series director Kay Latani is under investigation for an issue with a Brazilian team and a bunch of drug smuggling stuff. It's so confusing, I don't even understand it. One of the interesting things is now Vincent Allen has caught the back of Kenny Myatt for the race lead. He's all over the back of him. Vincent Allen by far now the fastest car on the track. Allen looking down low through the center of the final corner now. And now Myatt, who is being held up here by Alex Allen. Here comes Allen down low. Well, maybe that's nephew-uncle relationship there. Vincent Allen now had help from the 73, his uncle there of Alex Allen in the Nopia, Finland. However, Myatt fights back. It's going to be a big drag race here, but Myatt regains the position through 1 and 2. Myatt now is going to take a very aggressive pass here on Alex Allen. Make sure Vincent can't get underneath him. So, maybe some family orders, not team orders, but family orders there by the Allen Brigade. Vincent Allen now is all over the back of Kenny Myatt now. Approaching good distance into the race. Now, Vincent Allen now is the fastest car on the track. Myatt is struggling a little bit here on this set of tires. Allen dives underneath him here, but this is where Vincent Allen was holding off Saarinen a bit here. Allen goes wide, gets a good run out of that corner there, slings it around the outside. And now Allen's Myatt hit the wall there a little bit. I think that's going to give Allen the position. I didn't think Allen would get it there unless Myatt hit the wall, but Vincent Allen takes the lead. Third placeman, Tuomas Saarinen, and Myatt's teammate, however, would experience an engine grenade here right as he passed the pit road. he will have to take the long, slow drive back to the pits as one of the championship favorites, Tuomas Saarinen, will fall out of the race and fall out from third place. Tough break there, from Tuomas Saarinen for Tuomas Saarinen, as the Finnish driver will fall out. Ryan Griffin from P11 would grenade his 61 car, the Roos Matthews Autosport car, and a couple of cars would get into him there. Shelton would turn him around there, and couple more issues a little further up here as Matthews is trying to get out of the way here, but this is a very complex section of corners there. There goes Dodd by. Dodd's had a nice job getting up the order there, as I believe here comes Scott Roush would get into him there, and that would actually put the 76 into the wall of Chris Washer. Washer would then slide down low and have a tire rub there, and he would have to crawl back to the pits as well. Matthews would, of course, fall out of the race. And looks like Chris Washer, the Michigan native, the Youper, is going to fall out of a points-paying position right here. Noah Hart would try and make pit road here, but miss it. I believe he had a tire go down there, and, he has virtually no control of that car. And now he's got a mechanical problem, and he's just going to stop it there. So tough break for Noah Hart, the two-time champion of the series. Vincent Allen, the Virginia native, has opened up a pretty big lead here over second placeman Kenny Myatt. The 8 and the 9 are 1 and 2. Interesting here is Myatt's dialed down his pace because of the mechanical problem that his teammate Saarinen had. Saarinen is struggling Saarinen was experiencing some overheating problems, and Myatt's trying to prevent that from happening. So Kenny Myatt is looking at trying to stay in this race for points. It is now Williams Brock's turn to try and get by the Great Wall of Thaber, and, he would actually get by quickly because, we're not sure that Thaber would try and wreck him entering turn 1. If he didn't get by quickly because Thaber's been having issues with that turn all day. Brock is running 5th with his teammate running 4th position. That's Roman Rahal. And it looks like now he's got to do the mighty task of trying to get by Henry Sanford there, as Sanford is in 3rd position trying to hold him off. Right now there are 2 Hondas on the podium. And, I don't think Rahal will want to put a Lexus on the podium. Ben Atkins, on his crazy strategy, is up in 24th position, so he is in the points, believe it or not, but now his pace seems to have fallen off a bit here. Still is quite early in this race. Only lap 33 of 72, which, we're not quite at halfway yet, but Ben Atkins doing his best to try and, on a crazy strategy where he blew a tire early on, is trying to do his best to try and get up as many points as he can. Sean Angel, also known as the Mad Canadian now, is trying to get into the top 10 here, as Andrew Cross now is holding up. I believe that is Eddie Shimpadkar, who is a lap down. And, Angel is going to try and do whatever he can to get by Padkar. Padkar has been known as the past as being a pay driver in the past. We're unsure if his money is the reason why he has a ride with that team, but it wouldn't surprise me. We're on board with Gabe Messina now. Messina has had a pretty bad pit stop and a bad pit call, and that has put him quite honestly behind the 8 ball here. As, he's trying everything he has to try and get by the, get up the order, but I think Quick Fit, the only way you're going to do that is pretty much by altering the strategy, and, we already seen Quick Fit try something with Ben Atkins, so I'm actually going to be interested to see if they try something with Messina, maybe having him come in a little early this time, maybe you're, try and leapfrog these people, because staying out has been proven to be a disaster. That is exactly what Scott Roush has been doing. Roush has been a long way down the order. He is on an alternate strategy. And, actually we're hearing that might be for mechanical problems. So, tough break for Scott Roush if that is the case. Jacob Hart would grenade the motor in his Toyota for FBR, and, he would actually put it into the tire wall there for entering the straightaway there, and tough break for Hart. Ryan Griffin is going to use Tanya Jackwater as a pick. Jackwater has leapfrogged her way up the order a lot higher than that Sums car probably should be, through pit strategy now, and she's held up Ryan Griffin, and that's going to give DJ Curtis the position in the other Red Bull car to get by Griffin. Good move there by, DJ. Wow, that was a bit weird. Good move by DJ Curtis to notice that Jackwater was going slow, but now Curtis has to get by Jackwater, and that might be easier said than done, rather. Interesting development now. Petronas saw that it was a good move to pit early. You could get a lot of track position, and with Myatt losing ground on Vincent Allen and Myatt complaining of a bad set of tires, this could be a great move here, bringing him in early. As we're seeing, Vincent Allen is still on track. I'm interested to see what Red Bull's going to do now. Will they keep him out there? Because we saw that staying out was not a good call for, Gabe Messina. Can Red Bull make it work? And yes, the Red Bull Audi team is keeping him out even longer, the 8 car. Myatt is quite a ways down the order. But remember, he's going to have fresher tires, but he will be held up in traffic that is slower than him, not necessarily lap traffic. Scott Roush did not have a mechanical problem, by the way. He was just taking fuel only. Not sure why you do that on a road course, but I digress there. The 8 car of Vincent Allen now has about a 3/4 of the lap lead over Myatt right now, but remember, Vincent Allen's got a pit. Allen still is setting some of the fastest times of the race, however. It is also interesting that we are seeing a couple other cars like Ray Hall, 3rd place man before the pit stop cycle. Henry Sanford and Brock come down pit road this time as well, but Red Bull's still intent on trying to keep him out. Now they're bringing Vincent Allen on pit road. Now the attention shifts to the 9 car. The 9 is, almost a full lap behind him. You've got to lose. That's going to be a big time to get back there, Myatt Scott. He just got out of the technical section of the track. We'll see what he can do. Here, we're on board Kenny Myatt. He's going to have to set some blistering lap times to get back into contention for the win here. Well, he is in contention for the win, but to take the lead back, he's going to have to set a blistering time here that Vincent Allen can't keep up with. The only thing I might be able to say is Vincent Allen had the benefit of having a clear pit road, which Messina did not. So this could end up being a blessing maybe for Vincent Allen, where it was a negative for Messina. But here comes Myatt down straightaway here, and I don't see Vincent Allen anywhere. I think Vincent Allen just made the late pit strategy work quite well. Yes, he did. Vincent Allen gained even more on his pit strategy there by coming in early. Actually, DJ Curtis, who was on an alternate strategy, is falling back as well. Vincent Allen now is trying to make a move here on Tyler Thaber and Jackwater for that matter, but Jackwater's going to have to make this move quick or else the Great Wall of Thaber will probably wreck somebody down here. And, Angel nearly felt the wrath of Thaber here as Jackwater is trying to keep everyone behind her. One driver who is quietly in the points is Trek Tauger, the Kansas native, is doing, Hart in the wall, Hart in the back. We got to take a look at that in a little bit there, but Trek Tauger having a very quiet run here as he's caught the back of Thaber, the Great Wall, and Bazooka. And, Tauger is doing a nice job there. Also, Dodd coming from last place on the grid all the way up to 18th. Dodd is showing some immense skill. Despite being a rookie, he is showing some veteran ability here. Yeah, the Texan of John Arndt here would make contact there with Ryan Griffin a bit. Griffin would be a little slow there through the corner. I think he has a puncture. Yes, he does. And Arndt would catch the outside wall for that. And Roman Rahal, I believe, would have a brake failure, run into the back of Cavagnara, or not of Cavagnara, of, that would be Henry Sanford, and 3rd and 4th are out of the race. Definite brake failure there on the, 41 car. We're on board with the 41 car here, and you're just going to see that the brakes just gave out on that car. And, can't do a whole lot when your brakes don't work. and he would fly into the runoff area and get out of the car. Henry Sanford from 3rd place also would, I believe, fall out of the race. So 3rd and 4th are out. Not a whole lot Sanford could do, as he would go into the wall there as well. And Sanford would try and get going again, but would have some issues in doing so. I don't think 3 wide's a great idea on this track, but they somehow made it work there. 3 different cars on 3 different laps. Ooh, problems for somebody on pit road there. I believe that was Curtis, but they were trying to get by pad car there. Oh, 3 wide in the back a little bit there. Sorry for the camera bobble there. But here they go through the corner. Tauger did get the move done there as they're trying to get by Griffin, who is quite slow now after he had that tire go down and damaged a good bit of his car, as Griffin would fall down a couple more spots. Problems for 2nd place man Kenny Myatt. He would have some kind of a tire rub there and would have to cruise all the way around the track with a tire rub. And with a flat tire, for that matter, he would lose quite a few spots here. Tough break for Myatt here. He was one of the race-winning contenders, but this is pretty much going to almost guarantee a pretty big lead there for Vincent Allen. Vincent Allen has opened a massive 25-second lead over Brock. William Brock in 2nd position in the GoDaddy Lexus Blue Flare car. Brock doing an awesome job in that car. 3rd position is right now to Cooper Siren, the Australian. We're one of 2 Australians on the grid. Driving for the Qantas Team Australia car team. That is a Holden, that car is. Cooper Siren has had a very quiet day, as is Joshua Michaels in 4th position. 5th is Jessica Shelton. 6th is Yevgeny Kuznetsov. 7th is Christian Vander Pesch. 8th is Cross. 9th is Tanya Jackwater, the great driver from Great Britain. And 10th position is Sean Angel. Angel, the Mad Canadian, is doing a good job here, just past halfway. Roman Rahal would actually get going again after his brake issue. His car's massively damaged and he's way off the pace. But Rahal's still running because he is right now in 26th on track, and a couple more retirements might actually give him some points. The car he's battling for the last point spot, though, is Henry Sanford, the car he ran into the back of. And right now he's out there for the same reasons of trying to get some points. The Porsche of Christian Vander Pesch would have some issues from 7th position. He would have a throttle issue once he got out, or maybe a gearbox issue, downshifting, and now he has no power. Tough break for Vander Pesch. Another car adding up on the DNF list right now would be Gabe Messina from 13th position, as he would grenade the quick fit Kia Optima. Well, Messina, from a pretty good run early on there, would got hampered by pit strategy and would fall out of the race with that engine grenade. Chris Dodd, from an 11th position, came all the way from the back, would blow up as well in the Chevy Cruze CJ Racing car. So now that is another car added to the DNF list. So maybe keeping out there running for Rahal might have been a good idea, because Chris Dodd now is out of the race. Tough break for Dodd. Vincent Allen now is in heavy lapped traffic now as he's getting closer and closer to home. His win here, the 2-time American 700 champion, is now just hunting through lap traffic. All he has to do is get through this lap traffic. All right, now he's got his uncle in front of him. No, I'm sorry, that's Fontana in front of him. I thought that was his uncle. But now Vincent Allen does have a little bit of breathing room, or actually quite a lot of breathing room, over Brock in 2nd position. Brock is watching his brakes because he's afraid his brakes will go out on him as well, just like his teammates. So, William Brock, right now I don't think he'll be a contender. Kenny Myatt's race would go from good to bad to worse. When he would grenade his Petronas Honda, Myatt would fall out of the race. Now this race is turning into a mechanical race. This track is quite bumpy, and it is causing a lot of these cars to rattle themselves apart. But now Myatt, from 19th position, after being a pretty clear winning contender, is now out of the race, much like his teammate. However, I might have spoken too soon because Myatt's rejoined the race. They just put the fire out. Apparently the fire was electrical, and now he's back in the race. I've never seen that before. Actually, no, I take that back. I saw that once before. I remember Ryan Griffin caught his car on fire after a wreck in the Season 12 season finale, and got back out there specifically to wreck the championship contender that wrecked him. And, well, now we're seeing Myatt's back out there after an electrical fire, so that's an interesting, never seen that before. However, Myatt now is holding up Vincent Allen, and I don't think Myatt's going to be too, what was I going to say, too, nasty with Vincent Allen, as he lets actually both him and his, Uncle Alex go by. I don't think Myatt's got the car maybe to compete right now. Actually, that's Fontana. I keep forgetting that that's Fontana. Fontana, the Argentinian rookie, doing a good job in 15th in a pretty underfunded car. Yevgeny Kuznetsov has worked his way up to 5th position and is one of the fastest cars on track right now. Kuzi, as he's known to by his fans, is doing an awesome job today. Just trying to get by some of this lap traffic. There's a Washer back there. Shelton's trying to deal with Washer there. And, well, Kuzi's doing a great job here. The Russian native was responsible for also getting a Russian race at Tula on the schedule later in the season. This will be a pretty important race for him. As now, here comes DJ Curtis, was looking there to maybe try and get by Chris Washer there. I don't actually believe they're actually down the same lap. No, they're not. But Shelton now has to get by both of them to try and put pressure there on Kuzi. On board with Ben Atkins. Atkins is, like I said, on that alternate strategy, and he is doing a great job with it now. He's up to 12th position. He's making the best out of... He's making lemonade out of lemons. He had that tire problem early on, and now he's actually catching cars that are on the baseline strategy who haven't had issues, like Aiden Shepard up there, another Texan on the grid, doing a good job there in the 46 car. Shepard, I believe, is on a very tight leash with that team. No particular reason, just I think Trek Tauger just wants him to perform as best as he can. But Atkins is on the verge of possibly getting a top 10. Vincent Allen would make his pit stop here, along with William Brock in 2nd position. I don't even think Brock will make a stop just in time yet before Allen gets going. Yeah, Allen got going before Brock even stopped in his pit box. That shows what a lead Vincent Allen has on this race right now. Cooper Siren and Joshua Michaels, for that matter, are extending their stop quite a ways in this segment of the race. I think they want clean tires at the end. They're actually in the lead, but Vincent Allen's right behind Michaels there. Excuse me. Michaels is, this is an interesting call here, because I think they're trying to get second away from Brock by doing this. They're maybe going to try and implement the same strategy Vincent Allen used on Myatt on the second pit stop of the race. They're trying to see how far they can go on this strategy. Also, Vincent Allen might be a little bit close on fuel as well. Michaels and Siren, for that matter, I'm sorry if I said Angel early on, Michaels and Siren won't be. I think they'll be good to go until the end of the race. Joshua Michaels would pit this time by. However, Siren would stay out. The Australian driver is doing a nice fuel-saving mode job and making the stint longer than it really was designed to be. I think they're going to try and... Well, now they're trying to make sure that they stay ahead of Michaels on this stint. We're going to definitely see what stint is definitely going to be the better stint to be on, longer or shorter. But we're going to see how close they can get to Brock in this stage as well. So, Cooper Siren doing a great job today. Kenny Myatt now has the worst sounding car on the entire grid, but he's still in 19th place after the car catched on fire, had a tire go down on it, and probably had a bunch of more issues. Myatt's still in now 18th place, so somebody had an issue. And, well, Kenny Myatt, that car doesn't sound good, and it's running about 5 seconds off the pace. One of the slowest cars out there, but Myatt's still in it. Good for him. That car that Myatt passed was Andrew Cross in the Honda development car. The Illinois native would hit the wall after he blew up the car and would spin out on the front straightaway. Cross would fall out of the race. Tough break for Andrew Cross. Cross had a tough race going for him right here, or had a good race going for him there, and you could tell, well, he probably was blinded by the oil that car gave out, and he just drove into the side of the pit wall there. Tough break for Cross. Cooper Siren would finally pit the 44 car for a new set of tires. Siren will be the fastest car, I believe, at the end of this stint. Looks like Tanya Jackwater had a nice meeting with the wall there. But Siren would rejoin the race. Would Siren leapfrog Brock, though? I don't think so. Siren would rejoin the race, however. Hold on a second, I didn't even know Eichholz was still in this race, but he apparently is, and he's in 14th. Who'd have thought? Eichholz, I thought, was out early on in the race, and, well, he's still in it. Good to see Eichholz in the race. Sorry if I missed him. But, 14th position, not a bad run there by Eichholz, as now he's trying to catch Jackwater there, and, well, he'll get by Myatt easily. Myatt's, of course, a lap down. Jackwater's in 3rd. How the heck did she get in 4th now? Looks like pit strategy has kind of, reared its head there. Jackwater stayed out kind of on a Siren strategy there. Siren came in, and I think Jackwater came in even a lap after Siren did. William Brock now is quite a bit faster than Vincent Allen, the leader, but he's got a long way to go. He's about a second faster, though. But he's got a long way to go in this race, and a lot of traffic in between them. And, not a lot of time left. He's got about 14 or 15 laps to go. I don't feel like doing the math right now. But Brock is one of the fastest cars out there right now. And we're going to see what Brock can do. Vincent Allen, I believe, is in fuel econ mode. Vincent Allen, yes, he is going quite slowly right now. Actually, he's picked up the pace a little bit when he heard that Brock is now quite a bit faster than him. But, he is in fuel econ mode, and Brock now is pretty much throwing that to the wind if he wants any chance for a win in this race, as now he's, oh god, 3 wide entering this corner might not be a good idea for somebody. Oh, this could end badly, but Brock is definitely, he's trying to go for a win here. And, well, oh, if they make 3 wide work through here. Oh, no, there goes Sanford around. Sanford got turned by Thaber, and I believe, or by, actually Washer, and I believe, well, Henry Sanford would get going again, but I knew that wasn't going to work. Here it is again, just not enough room there, and, well, Sanford would get turned around by Washer, and, well, that was pretty self-explanatory. The rest of the field would get by him pretty cleanly. Further up the track, Tyler Thaber's, well, his reign of terror kind of took a back step there for a while, but he would actually, right there, he took out Roush, pretty much, by being in the way. We'll show that in a second, but Thaber would fall out of the race, as would Scott Roush, for that matter. We're on board with Roush now. Roush is looking to try and get a good position here. And up in 17th position, Thaber would fall out of the race. Thaber comes across the track, and, well, Roush just couldn't make the corner because he slipped in oil. Why Thaber would come across the track like that, I don't know. Kyle Collins has not made Vincent Allen, the race leader's life, very easy. Allen has been struggling to get by the lap car of Collins. Collins is a number of laps down, but with the recent, he's in 27th position, but with the recent cars falling out of the race of Roush and Thaber, he should be able to get up into the points. I'm not sure if Thaber was in front of him or behind him, though. With the amount of times Thaber's been lapped, it wouldn't surprise me if he was behind him. Collins needs a couple of more cars to fall out of the race to really solidify a points charge. Now Vincent Allen's trying to make a move there. There goes Myatt into the pits. Apparently more problems on the 9 car. And now Allen's going to try the same move again and try and make it stick. But will Collins fight back again here? Collins, I don't know why Collins is doing this, but of course Collins before the wreck wasn't a very mature driver, and it shows like he hasn't changed much since then. I believe Allen should get the position, though, this time, unless if Collins really dives it in somewhere. well, actually, this isn't a battle for position. Collins is a lap down, and he's really giving him a tough time there. Collins would get into the wall, and I think, oh, Collins is staying with him. Well, that was a pretty interesting battle, but Collins finally lets him go. And Vincent Allen will continue on his merry way. That didn't exactly help Allen's case because Brock is setting some very quick lap times despite being held up by John Arndt. Kyle Collins is the last car running in this race, and he's in the points. So now it's gotten to the point where if you're still running in this race, you are guaranteed points. And that's good for Kyle Collins and for everybody in this race. They've done their jobs trying to get points. And, well, they're going to be on the board at the start of the season. Good to see that under the belt of these drivers. But Vincent Allen has so far played this race spectacularly. Eddie Shimpadkar would have problems on the track as well, as did Kenny Myatt and another car, I believe, at the time. They would all fall out of the race. They're listed as accident, but from what I saw, none of the drivers had an accident. I don't know why they're listed as accident, but I think maybe all three cars had damage. Eddie Shimpadkar, Kenny Myatt, and Luca Fontana would all fall out of the race at this time with what's listed as accident, but we didn't find any accident with them. That car looks as fine as it was. We think they all fell out due to... they all had engine grenades, actually. No point in showing all of them, because we're kind of running short on time. But they all had engine grenades, and they all had damage, so I think they just lumped them in accident. Not sure why they did that, but whatever. White flag, however, for Vincent Allen now. Vincent Allen's only got one more time around this 1.8-mile street circuit here in St. Petersburg, Florida. Vincent Allen has dominated this race ever since Myatt ever since he passed Kenny Myatt for the lead. Allen has done an awesome job today, doing the best he can with the equipment he's been given. Vincent Allen had a dreadful season last season, but it's looking like he's going to erase that this season. And, well, Vincent Allen doing a great job today. Just single-handedly controlling this race, Vincent Allen has done. And that is a very important thing to do. As Allen now rounds the technical section for the final time onto the back straightaway. Only a few corners to go now, a handful of corners to go. Vincent Allen just needs to get through them safely. He's got clear track in front of him. It's been a pretty high-filled attrition race. The next race is, of course, the round of Argentina at the El Salto International Raceway, which is up in the Andes. That'll be a fun race on kind of a dangerous road course, that is. But Vincent Allen comes out of the carousel for the final time in one of the longest 130-mile races time-wise. Vincent Allen's going to win it here at St. Petersburg. Great job by Vincent Allen. Let's go down to your finishing results. So, Vincent Allen is your winner today. William Brock would come across in second position. Great job by Brock. Third position would be Cooper Siren. Siren tried some different strategies, and it paid off on Joshua Michaels, gaining almost a full over 10 seconds on Michaels. Michaels in fourth. Kuznetsov was closing in on Michaels at the end of the race, as was Sean Angel closing in on Kuzi. Great job by the Qantas Team Australia car. Collectively, they were the best team of the day. Ben Atkins on a alternate strategy came home 7th. Jessica Sheldon 8th. Kind of disappointed late in the race. Shepard to a quiet 9th. And the other Freyer and Sato group car of Trek Tauger in 10th. Jack Water 11th, and kind of a mediocre run for her. Charles Sanford, disappointing considering where he started this race. 13th is Jacob Eichholz in a very quiet race after the start of the race. Arndt, Allen, Alex Allen, Henry Sanford, Roman Rahal, Jay Stella, Ryan Griffin, DJ Curtis, Chris Washer, then DJ Curtis, and Kyle Collins would all finish, albeit one or more laps down. And then Luca Fontana, Kenny Myatt, and Eddie Shimpadkar, despite not finishing the race, would come home with points, I believe. I have to check that. But outside of that, it was a great race. Everybody outside of that gets nothing, so Roush, Thaber, Cross, they get nothing for points all the way down through the order. Don't get any points. Anyway, It's been a great race. We'll see you next time for the Route of Argentina at El Salto International Raceway.